up, bro?
Yo, what's up, man? What up? How's it going? Welcome all. Sorry, I'm trying to get my lighting fixed real fast.
D-Dot's here.
Hey, what's good, man?
He says, let's fucking go. I mean, LFG, not the F word. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel and subscribe to the Discord, baby.
That's right. You already know it's just cash time. And as he said,
and we have CBB like today, E. We have CBB today. And yes, hit that like button.
Yep. We got a real slate today, finally. Yesterday, honestly kind of went to expectations. The Unrivaled slate was interesting, to say the least. And, there was a couple of, field obvious plays that ended up getting there. Like Jackie Young, pretty much everyone played her under the sun. But we did talk about Marina Mabry, who also had a really good game. Another, 20-plus field goal attempts out of her. Alicia Gray, I believe, ended up coming up just a little bit shy. So that game, like I said, super weird. Enrique was another one that we talked about, ended up going over her lines. And, again, those lower hanging lines is probably the last time we're going to see them after these adjustments. But, from a spectator standpoint, it was interesting. That first game, only Enrique went over. All the other available props went under. And then the second game, Alyssa Thomas was the only one that didn't go over, and every other available prop ended up going over. So very interesting, to say the least. These games have been fun to kind of dissect, but we got a lot of college basketball going on today. So if you guys are ready, make sure you strap in. We got a lot to talk about here, and already a lot of props for tomorrow as well. So it looks like with no NFL, no real basketball going on, no NBA basketball going on, they're kind of pushing stuff out early. So we're going to have a lot to work with, a lot to work on tonight. But without further ado, you already know, give it up for Underrated, also joining us for the show. Can't forget that.
Oh, thank you.
And how are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Can't complain. Finally got some college basketball to watch, That's always fun.
Oh, yeah.
And
I'm excited, man.
Q-Donkey's here. Q-Donkey's here. C-Dot's here. What else do I need in this world?
You mean zoom out one time for you?
Yeah, zoom out one time. Let's get this looking nice. There we go. I got you now.
Yep.
Boom.
My bad.
The list. But Q-Donkey says Kevin Patullo's fired. Poor Eagles coach.
Oh man, yeah, I saw that. There's gonna be a lot of offseason moves this year, man. It's kind of crazy. Harbaugh got fired too, which is pretty wild. And
yeah.
I think there was one other coach that
is Tomlin getting fired? Is the Steelers coach getting fired, or is he staying?
That I don't know, man. I really don't know about that.
Is Aaron Rodgers retiring? Is Aaron Rodgers quitting, getting fired on his own, or what's he doing?
Man, I hope so. Honestly, it was a pretty mopey game, but he had a pretty good season. He took a pretty low team to the playoffs, and
True.
They had a run there.
Yeah. He actually did better than I thought he would. Good for him.
Yeah, and especially coming back from a pretty big injury, that's honestly kind of impressive. I would say at his age, but he's not that old. But by football standards, he is.
Right. All right, we better digress into the CBB, man.
Yeah, we got a couple stuff to talk about. A few things that we already talked about yesterday. I think a majority of this stuff we actually had either live on stream or before we got off of stream anyways. But we'll just kind of recap through a couple plays and then see what you guys got as well. I think Coach had a few plays on the radar. Shout out to Big Coach, back again. Hopefully being able to help us out and tear it up in the CBB streets. So super excited about that. No, shout out to real life. Hey, real life, real work takes precedence over any of this stuff. This is a hobby. Hey, remember that. This is a hobby for us. So.
No, it's not. It's a hobby for Coach.
Well. For most people, it pays the bills for you and I know that. But normal people, maybe it's more just a hobby kind of thing. But we do take it serious, and we try to win some serious money. So,
yay!
All right, let's talk about a couple plays again. We talked about Thomas yesterday. Big Hulk 17 and a half points again. We're going to run right back to him.
Right back.
This last game, team ended up doing a whole lot more, just even distribution. He didn't have to take any field goal attempts in the second half. Only one field goal attempt in 18 minutes is pretty insane. So I do not foresee that happening again. They are on the road here, so it should be more of a competitive game on the other side. But 17 and a half looks great. I mean, the dude still played an unhinged amount of minutes, so I don't doubt that he's going to be out there for any kind of a close game the entire game. And I think that honestly that shot volume should take back his, leading role for the team here, because just a weird game this last time. I mean, Boogie snapping off, and then I think they had 4 or 5 different players. Most of the starters ended up with double-digit points, and game kind of slipped out of hand. So he didn't really have to do a whole lot. But this matchup a little bit more difficult, and I think they're going to lean more on him down the stretch. So Boogie also quite a tougher matchup than what he had this last game. Let's see, where's our games at?
D-Dot said Tomlin stepped down. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but Tomlin's gone.
Oh, he
Later.
did. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
The end of an era, man. It's going to be a whole lot of new stuff this year. Whole lot.
Anyways, my bad. I didn't mean to throw that at you.
No, I appreciate it. Let's see, we were talking about, the guards here. So the guards are really going to have their hands full. I mean, honestly, the best 2 players for Oklahoma have been Nigel Pack and Xavier Brown. So Boogie, for sure, is going to have his hands a lot more full this game. I don't think he's going to get away with all those free looks that he did. Oklahoma also been pretty solid on some of the guards this year. They play a lot of man coverage out there. Try to limit the 3-point shooting. But one thing I love about Hauck, man, bro's just still getting to the free throw line. I mean, if that's one thing that he's done consistently, to really be able to shoot the 3 ball and then get to the free throw line. So another easier matchup. Reed on the other side, not scary at all. Either him or Tay Davis, not worried about that. But the game staying close is going to be the biggest thing. It's only a 6-point spread, 5.5, 6 points, give or take. 157 total. Love to see it. So I'm going right back, man. Bro's only let us down one time whenever he's played 35 or more minutes.
And that blowout was that blowout. And this one, hopefully, will stay close.
Yeah.
And we'll be all right.
Yeah. Just keep it, under 20 points, and we'll be solid.
Cool. I locked it in yesterday. It did not move. 17 and a half, staying steady. So fine with me. But I know the next play you have on here moved.
Yeah, he moved on a couple sites. I think Prizepicks might just be holding strong at the 14 flat right now, but 14 and a half, give or take. I mean, bro's just been kind of doing it. Let's see. Not this. We're going to get the line that we played.
Yay.
All right, so still their lead 3-point shooter. I know it's Houston, on the road in Houston. For all reasons, all intents and purposes, it is going to be more of a difficult matchup for him. But this is a pretty big discount. I mean, we're talking a player who's averaging 17 and a half points a season. The guy averages actually 4 threes made a game. So this is the best way to attack Houston. This is the only way to attack Houston besides getting to the free throw line. And, I mean, we saw it this last game. They played against both – oh, no, wrong side. They played – was Texas Tech their last game?
I don't remember. Too many games.
I know, man. We got so many games today, but I think Texas Tech was their last opponents. They had a lot of rest in between.
They had someone pretty difficult.
Yeah, Baylor. Yeah, I forgot about that. Which, I mean, honestly, they shut them down. I mean, only Carr was able to have any kind of success against him, but really limiting points and stuff. Carr also not able to shoot the 3 ball, so that was pretty impressive to see him actually do a whole lot, get to the free throw line a handful of times. But, yeah, any of these high-volume 3-point shooters, I mean, we had Acuff still find success against them. Rob from here, I believe Gillespie also torched him. So, I mean, the 3-point shooting is really just key. 3-point and minutes, which, I mean, shout out to minutes because Huff, I mean, any of these close games, he's playing pretty much 33 to 36 minutes a game. So, do love to see that. I mean, he's a low foul guy coming off of one of his, really high turnover games, too. I think he can have a lot more ball discipline here. But spot up shooter, I mean, you couldn't really ask for more. Volume's been there all day for him. Minutes are there, and as long as they keep the game close, I think he's got a real strong shot. And Yes, yes, we'll keep talking about Houston, but bro's coming off of several 20 pieces over this last month. And, not to any slouches, Wake Forest, Cincy, was this Kansas, Kentucky, and Ohio. Those aren't the worst defensive teams by any means. So the guy's got it in him, and
Mhm.
just love the minutes, love the usage, all that stuff alike. So
Mr.
best way to
Guy.
be Houston.
Mr. Guy.
Yeah,
You're two guys on top of the list today, so that'll be fun, and we'll see what Houston can do. But yeah,
he's gonna
13 and a
huff.
half. Man, 13 and a half is low.
It's super low, man.
Now, is it
He's gonna
13 and a
huff
half?
and puff and blow some threes.
There you go. Huff and Hauk. Is it 13 and a half still some places?
Not on here, it looks like. 14 is going to be your best option on Prizepicks. Unless they removed him too. Did he just bump?
Mm.
No, he's still at 14 currently here. So you can at least get that. You're playing for the push. But yeah, I knew that 13 and a half was not going to be there for that long. Houston or not, damn it, that's too low.
Okay, well, we're going to go for it right out, Houston. Hugh Donkey
punch him in the
style.
mouth.
Hugh Donkey style, right out the slow, tough defenses. Fuck it. Speaking of, he says Nick Boyd points. Now, Minnesota isn't the best defense, but they are so low. Hugh Donkey always finds these overs against slow teams, and it scares me. But it can happen, right? Nick Boyd be scoring a lot.
Cancer.
His line is 17 and a half. How does that hit you?
I mean, it's not bad. It's definitely going to be a much, much, much slower game. That's been Minnesota's thing all season. It's just playing extremely slow. The pace probably going to have a lot to do with that. I mean, neither one of these teams are extremely fast. But what was the game total? Sorry, I was trying to look on 365. Man, the only thing I hate about that site is they log you out so fast.
Oh, I hate that.
I'm not trying to get doxed any of my information here, so we're going to use this. All right, what game is that again? Sorry.
Minnesota, Wisconsin right there, 146 and a half.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, pretty close game. I mean, honestly, both these teams are pretty even-killed. The dragging down the pace a lot for Wisconsin's kind of a stinker, but I mean, Boyd's been the man. The minutes have been pretty secure. They do play mostly competitive games. I mean, I think a majority of their games have played up to competition. So can it stay close? Yes, absolutely. On-court matchup. Let's take a peek at that. Yeah, the guards have been a little bit more successful against Minnesota. I mean, they've been really obnoxious inside the paint. They throw a lot of doubles, cause a lot of turnovers. But I do like between him and, I mean, honestly, it's just been him and Blackwell, and then sprinkle in Nolan Winter a little bit. But let's see. Blackwell, since coming back from that injury game, he's looked pretty good. His shot volume's kind of come right back to where it was. But Nick Boyd, a little bit more crafty, getting to the free throw line a lot more lately. That was one thing that I really liked about him, is just that ability to really get to the free throw line. Doesn't offer a lot of three-point upside with Blackwell being back. They kind of make that trade-off here, but he does have it in him. I will say it's kind of interesting to see that he's kind of taken a route where we saw a real high volume of threes here in this little midseason stretch. So now you can tell he's cutting to the basket a lot more, and he's getting to the free throw line at a really, really high clip. So I do like the mix. I love me a nice mixed bag shooter from the field, and that always carries a really high usage rating with that too. So don't mind the matchup. I like the minutes. I like the field goal volume. Let's see, what was his PRA in fantasy as well? Because those were kind of interesting. 30 is pretty generous. 30 is pretty Ooh, okay. Also, another thing. Another FanDuel, or not FanDuel, Underdog and Prizepicks have not been in sync today at all. All their fantasy stuff is just completely off. Just to kind of flash you a little different one here. Like I was looking at Fleming's earlier. He's 29.5 fantasy, and then 32.5 fantasy on Underdog. So there's a lot of really big discrepancies here from the site to site. But that 28.35, that is real interesting. That's interesting. I don't mind Boyd, though. I don't mind Boyd. Haven't been the biggest fan of playing Wisconsin this year, if I'm being honest. I mean, they've had a really tough schedule, but Boyd's been solid. He's been real solid.
Alrighty. There we go. Big Boyd.
Man, I do like that fantasy. That's not bad. That is not bad.
That's funny.
It's definitely not a discount. That's a big discount for what you're doing.
The difference in fantasy is wild. So is Prizepicks lower usually? Seems like it.
Usually, yes, but for this instance, it's a reverse of that. So hey, that's not bad. Wouldn't be surprised to see him go up to 29 and 29 and some change here soon.
Big
Not
Boyd.
mad. I'm gonna tuck that away over here to the side.
Ooh. Alrighty.
All right. Let's see. Ruben
Dominguez.
Yeah, isn't that Florida's? Oh no, A&M. So we're asking for over 1.5. So seeing a 2.5 prop's probably gonna make you feel pretty good about that. I'm going to guess that's an alt. Threes. Yeah, I mean, if you want to play that one, I mean, that one looks obviously really, really good for him. He's hitting almost 3.5 threes this season, so I would say definitely yes on that. I have no idea what that payout looks like, though. No idea.
That's that Tennessee factor there. Stopping them threes.
2.25. Yeah, I mean, if you want to play it, I get it. The payout's just kind of poopy. He might be a little bit better on the books, though.
Poopy doopy.
Let me see. Minus 340, at least on 365. That's not bad. I mean, that's a fairly easy parlay piece. I would not mind that at all. I may even run that with you when we get off.
Oh, snap. The Q Donkey parlay. Uh-huh.
Yeah, get him in like Austin Schwartz, 1.5 threes, something like that. Oh, yeah. Lock it in. All right. Well, we talked about Honor Huff, and okay, let's keep on going. Trey White. So, honestly, interesting spot still for him. A lot of line movement back and forth. His line was 12.5 for most of yesterday. Then he moved up to 13.5. And then I believe Prizepicks took him back down to 12.5, at least right before. Back to 13 again. The 12.5, honestly, I'm still not that mad at. It is a much, much more difficult matchup. At least the boys are at home for this one, but much more difficult matchup overall. Iowa State's been really good at limiting three-pointers specifically, so that's been kind of where a lot of his upside is. Bro's going to play all the minutes in the world, so there is that with him, but he's really got to get either to the line or hit some threes here, some really lucky threes. I don't mind the full game 12.5, honestly. If you have access to that, it's still playable, but the 10 or more has been really, really solid for him so far this season, and as we talked about yesterday, it's been really interesting with Peterson's return, how much more Trey White's actually been doing, and the fall from Debunga, man, that dude's just absolutely fallen off the earth the last couple of games.
Weird.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, I still think he offers enough three-point upside here. He helps space the floor with Peterson a lot, which is great. And we know, because we really hammered on this point from last game, Melvin Council, that bro cannot hit a three-point to save his life. So it's pretty well locked in as far as Peterson, Trey White. Those are going to be the wing players that are going to do the most there. And then, Council and Demaga and X, Y, and Z, they'll bang around inside the paint and try to get to the free throw line. But Trey White, I mean, Peterson's obviously the number one guy on the team, but Trey White's learning a lot from this and being able to play his role really well. I like the mixed bag shooting from the floor, from three, from the field. I'm going to need his layups to get a little bit better. He's been missing a lot of easy looks on that regard, but he's making up for it at least with the minutes and the three-point shooting. So I still like him, honestly, but that 10 or more looked fantastic. Books still really aren't budging much on his odds here. First game of the season was a blowout, and then UConn we get that. He barely missed. Still played his minutes, though. Still played 36 minutes. Just couldn't find his three-pointer. He went for 0. So those kind of correlate a little bit together. But, yeah, if you could find him any kind of alts today, 10 or more, great odds on it. They moved a little bit from yesterday, so hopefully you got it in early, but still love that.
What was yesterday?
I think he was like low 300s.
Not too big. Not too big of a change. Okay, cool.
Yeah. All right. And then last one, LeBaron Philon. Going right back to the well. Will say, starting off at least full game lines. Still not mad at 25.5 PA. I really, really wish we could get the 24.5. That's, it's not even a better hit rating. Just makes me feel better about it. Honestly, there hasn't been much of a difference at all between the 25.5 and even the 23.5. So he's been going way over or staying way under. We know, obviously, the injury game and then whatever that shenanigans was against Kentucky. The matchup, still pretty solid for him. Saw good success this last game at Texas, playing against them. And this game, little state-by-state rivalry should be pretty great. Played like shit against him last year, but this is also when he was coming off the bench. And then I believe he got into foul trouble. Oh, no, they blew Mississippi State out at the home game. So a little bit different here. I like the road matchup. Should help it stay close. Only 4.5 point spread. And it was a 171 total. Let's see, what did that move up to? Man, 174.5. That's crazy. So it went up even more.
That's why we like that same game parlay.
Yes, sir. We got a nice bet online and same game parlay in the Discord. So make sure, again, guys, check that out. Down in the links below. 7-day free trial. Come in, tap in, get all those extra good stuff.
Yes, sir.
But circling back to Philon, I mean, honestly, still in a great spot here. We're looking at 2 different alts. Also, I will say the 4.5 assists feels very, very appropriate. We saw him back to business this last game. Similar matchup, pace total, all that good stuff. So I still don't mind going back to that for an individual bet. His 20.5 points, honestly, kind of really pushing it. Can he score 20 or more? Yes, absolutely think so. But sweet spot's really been that the 15 to 20 range. So 14.5 points. Love this. Still getting really good odds on it. Did move a little bit more from yesterday. So again, while we digress, hopefully you guys got that in early. But PA alts, honestly, anything like that, totally fine for him today.
I didn't realize his assists are 4.5. Is it really? Oh, it is. Kind of shit odds, though. Not very good odds, but.
Well, now, silly.
Oh, was it even odds yesterday, or not even, but normal, playable, minus 120 something, or what? Yeah.
Yeah, they were like 130, 140s, but definitely not nearly this high.
Dang, that feels like a good play. But that's cool. We got his 15 points and his 3+ assists, so we're good.
Yeah, pretty happy about that. And we did also run it back with Hubbard on the other side, who, I mean, honestly, great matchup. We know Bama's going to give up a ton of points. I do like the fact that Hubbard, his assists have been really, honestly staying the same for about the last month now. The only problem with him, man, is obviously he's a selfish ball player, as he should be. Not to say, any bad part of that. Down the stretch of the game, though, he just doesn't pass it, and that's one thing that really – sometimes you're kind of struggling for him to rack up some of the RA, which can be really, really lackluster. Honestly, it's still a point higher than what it should be, but he's got it in him to pass it. And if this is a game where he could really get, either Epps or one of his bigs involved, this would definitely be the game. So I still don't mind it. I think PA upside for him, totally fine. If you want to run the points, I can't bring myself to play 23.5, but I think he's still 22.5 on a few sites. Wow, the whole industry, 23.5. Wow. I would have maybe considered the 22.5, but even still, man, that's really pushing it. So throw something else in with it. You can do the PA fantasy, even not that bad. He could probably pick up a handful of steals from Philon because he's been having some issues with turning the ball over more lately. But I think some scoring upside for him. Don't be chasing these bumps, though.
Yeah, that's pretty dang high, man. Q Donkey says Fears PA.
Man, I was really looking at him for a minute here because this is a particular matchup where you really like to attack Indiana from the free throw line. That was something that I noticed going back through a lot of their games and stuff this season, looking for, really hunting for props. Is they give up a lot of free throws right now. And surprisingly, I know Fears had a terrible first half this last game, or honestly the last two games, but this last game. And then he really just came alive at the end of the halves because he was just getting to the free throw line so much. The assist is still pretty fair. I don't know if I'm necessarily in love with this matchup here. It's a little bit more on the Mopey side. Pretty good defense. And kind of weird that Indy, they're not even ranked anymore, are they?
Who?
Is Indiana ranked? Am I tripping? Okay, they're still 12.
What's that? I thought they weren't.
Hey, that's what I saw earlier. If I wasn't mistaken, I was like, aren't they not even ranked anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they took them off the rankings here. I mean, they should be still a ranked team. They've had a pretty tough schedule so far this season. I don't think this is exactly one that Michigan State's just going to run away with, but the back and forth should be pretty nice. But circling back to Fears here real fast, though. Shot volumes looked really nice over the last month. We do see a few trade-offs where maybe the actual volume isn't there, but he's still getting to the free throw line a ton. But that's been like his forte all season. The guy does not shoot many threes at all. He's a cutter, cuts like a knife, gets to the free throw line. That's been one of his best things. So I don't mind it. I don't know if I'm necessarily sold on the assist upside, but I do like the scoring upside. So still also 11.5 points, kind of surprised. But if you want to take the PA, I totally get it. It's at least back down because he got all the way up to 21.5 last slate, and I thought that was kind of crazy. But 19.5, that's more tolerable.
His assists are 7, his points are 11.5. 11.5 plus 7 is 18.5. You have to do a whole nother point there. It's understandable because he has been going over. But yeah, I feel you. The points, the assist does give you that other option in case he goes into assist mode. But Fears has been on fire. He has been on fire. He's been shooting more. Makes sense.
Yeah. And I'm glad you brought up the discrepancy between the points and the assist. I'm like, well, that didn't make any sense.
Yeah. That little extra, because usually with points and assists, they usually take off 0.5. This one kind of makes sense, though, because he's just been scoring so much more lately. So they said, well, if people are going to try to take that PA, we're going to make them pay for it, So, it does make sense. Either or. I feel like if life depended on it, I don't know. I mean, he needs what? If we're 11.5 and 19.5 was the PA? That's 8. Yeah. So we need 9 assists to really have value taking the PA over points, right? That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. So, yeah, points might be a little safer. Weird to say for Fears because he doesn't look to score, but he has lately. So I don't know. Tough.
Yeah, it's definitely strange too because this beginning of the season I wasn't necessarily sold on him, but in these really close games, especially down the stretch of the game, it's basically Kohler and Fears. The other players, Carr, kind of in the mix, and then this dude. I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name, but he has done absolutely nothing since he moved into the starting role. Divine, you don't do nothing.
Divine you.
Yeah, Divine you. Divine, go back to the bench. But he's been playing somewhat meaningful minutes, but just no field goal attempts. I mean, he's kind of a playmaker too, which also another annoying thing too. I'm glad I actually looked at this particular player, but he's been cutting into a little bit of the usage here as well. I mean, he had 5 assists this last game, and then 3 in that Cornell game that everyone went absolutely crazy. Now, Fear still had 11 in that one, but still, the fact that he's kind of taken away some assist or usage there is a bit annoying. Plus, it's just not a guy that you can reliably pass anything to. I mean, this guy's just not doing anything.
Poor guy.
Yeah, hey, I mean, bro's living the PJ Tucker lifestyle, log some cardio, get some rebounds, and call it a day.
I hope he's getting paid, though. Q-Donkey says we want that 15-5 game. He wants 15 points for Fears and 5 assists. Yeah, that's the thing. If he gets 15 points, it's like he only needed 12 points. But you never know, man. Fierce could come out there and have his 11 assist game like he does. So I understand either way. You know, you never know. You never know in these kind of games. And you have Wilkerson there. And I was going to say there was a bowl play that you liked before we got on that I wanted to look at too. But what you got on Wilkerson here?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, much more difficult matchup here. Michigan State on the road. One that at least just kind of put on the radar because the books were a little bit more torn on his lines earlier today. 365 and FanDuel there for a while had him at 18.5, but FanDuel still even had him at plus money, which is kind of interesting. So way better value there, but books a little bit more divided on him today. I mean, it's a tougher spot. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm not even gonna beat around the bush about that. It's gonna be much more difficult. Just I think mostly on the fact that Michigan State have been limiting their opponents to such underwhelming performances. Just team scoring, team totals overall. But the matchup is still going to be there for them. Not scared at all about Carr on the other side. I mean, Wilkerson's honestly just exerting his will as he wants. We've seen, and probably going to study it after the season, this kind of fall from grace from Tucker DeBrise. He did have a better game this last one finally, but that also came off the back of him hitting 3 threes, which in most of the games where he's hit from 3 a lot, he does see a little bit more success. But minutes came back up a little bit from here. He did get 4 fouls again, so still kind of being handsy. I believe he did have 3 fouls in the first half, so... But the fall from this guy has really taken over. And then also we talked about last time, Ree Bailey not being in the starters from the last 6 or 7 games now has honestly made a huge difference. And, I mean, Wilkerson, he's just really been snapping off these last games here. So, ton of field goal volume. I mean, averaging almost 16 and a half, 17 a game is pretty crazy. And we saw a lot of early success in the season 2 where he was taking that high volume. So I still think it's a fair line for him. I mean, 17 and a half points is not bad at all. 16 and a half points I would really, really like, but I don't think bookies dare do that. And then lastly, his PRA 24 and a half. Fantasy, if you want to play it, I get it. It's one of his more popular plays today, but bro is scoring like that. He's score first, RA, all that stuff secondary. So take for that what you will. I think still the points in the PRA probably hold the best value.
Okay, cool. And then what was the last bowl play that you had? Or was it the one was it Florida? Was it the Florida game? Or was it something else?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Let me see. It was, I believe it was a Florida game. Yep. Let me throw it up here on the screen for us.
Oh, I thought there was another one that you had for some reason. Am I tripping? No. Okay.
I think we were talking about one. I think right before we hopped on.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Let's look at what you were talking about. If you remember, I forget what it was now.
Let's maybe on that one, because I do want to keep a little bit of spice in the old Discord. Hey, we can't be giving out the whole kitchen sink here. I love you guys to death. We can't be giving it all away for free here. So that one you definitely have to hop on the Discord. And I think also we want to make sure we don't get on the naughty list again with YouTube. So maybe we'll shy away from that site for right now.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, just to be safe. Not that I don't want to tell y'all. It's not like some secret sauce, but we've been getting in trouble with YouTube's algorithm lately, so we don't want to upset the beast.
Oh, we have already.
Yeah.
They hate us.
Too late. All right, so we talked about Wilkerson. Don't have any more comments, so I'm just going to keep rolling through a couple of things here. Now, one of them was going to talk to you about KJ Lewis, man.
That's what it was. Actually, that's what it was. I wanted to hear you go through this one.
Okay. So let's talk about KJ here. I've quite enjoyed him so far this season, man.
I've quite enjoyed him. He came through. I feel like he's come through for you every single time that you've been on him.
Every time we posted him, he's been snapping off for us.
All right.
they gave us two pretty low lines. I mean, honestly, his points and the discrepancy between the two sites on his fantasy was a little bit nicer. Let me hit the refresh just to make sure. Yeah, so he's 28.5 on Prizepicks fantasy, 13.5 points. I still like both of that. I mean, bro's averaging 15 points a game, but the fantasy in particular, that's something we've really attacked every time that we've had a chance to. But this 27.25 on Underdog looked especially nice. Now, plays pretty meaningful minutes. Basically every competitive game, barring any foul trouble, he plays at least 30 minutes in a majority of all those games. So I like the minutes. He is their two guard technically, but he doesn't shoot a lot of threes. I mean, he honestly plays a lot more like a small forward. The matchup here, not too worried about. My only thing is, honestly, just Creighton in general has been one to hold their opponents to just their season averages. They don't do anything extraordinary. They're not a great defense. They're not a bad defense. They just hold everybody to their season average. So it's like, if you're playing a player that has an adjusted line, like we'll say Zuby, for example, he's a massively popular play last slate against his team, and he just came up a little bit short. He hit his averages. He went out and did his thing, but it was just shy. And it's something that's really held true for a lot of the matchups against Creighton, especially Creighton at home in particular. So although I'm not in love like I normally would be if, like, say Georgetown was at home, KJ Lewis at 27.5, that would be a smash. Like, I would absolutely be playing that. But it is still a lower line than his normal. And I mean, honestly, guys had multiple blocks and steals for several games now. Turnovers, really, he only had 2 bad games or 3 games where he had 5, but everything else has been pretty well held in check. I like the usage rating. I mean, Rose even eclipsed 40 and 38% usage over this last several games. This last game, he did foul out too. So I do like a nice little narrative where a player who likely could have gotten there didn't, and they adjusted the lines back down a little bit, because he was 29.5 last slate. I remember that, and I did not play him, thankfully, but he did foul out, so a little redemption game also could be in the works for him. But I like the field goal volume. I like his ability to get to the free throw line as well. Again, not really a high 3-point shooter, but them steals, man, the transition buckets, almost every single one of these steals results in a bucket from him. So something they are tempting me. They were tempting me yesterday with a 13.5, but damn, this fantasy is low.
Yeah, you like that. That's a 5-point play. Steal, bucket.
Yeah. And then, I mean, you see him whenever he plays his normal allotment of minutes, which is generally right around the, we'll say 29 minutes to be fair. But, I mean, he's productive, averaging almost 32 a game. That's a nice little cushion. 5-point difference, I'm not mad at that.
I don't understand why Creighton is... Okay, first of all, why were people on Zuby against Creighton? And if Zuby's lines were a little high... Oh, it's because Zuby was just going crazy those last few games before. That's what it was. Remember? He was having just career games.
Yeah, career free throw games.
Yeah. Well, people were looking at his points and his rebounds, and they were like, yeah. And then he came back down to earth. So we'll see what happens today. But Creighton scared you yesterday, but now KJ's fantasy is so low, you have to take a dibble of that.
Bro, it's so tempting. So there's 2 different metrics or 3 different metrics that kind of, pulling me 2 in the same direction and 1 away. So we'll say the negative side first is they've been pretty reasonable at just in general shooting from the floor. And their soft spot is really hitting them from 3. But the other 2 routes leading me towards this is the offensive rebound per game that they're allowing is very, very high. It also just in general rebounding, but they are giving up some free throws right now. And I think that's also something that he could really take advantage of here. I do like me some free throw upside.
I'm with it.
Now, it's not a whole lot of free throw upside, but I think just enough. Sorry, not the free throw upside, the steals. Sorry. Mm-hmm. Creighton is turning the ball over a ton right now, especially with Schwartz being a more recent starter. Sorry, not the free throws. Yes, the steals. They are allowing a ton of steals per game. And that was something that really, really stood out for me because that's where this dude's fantasy shines. So That, I think, on top of the rebound rating, should carry a lot of weight for this game. Just need him to make, 40, 50% from the field, and then any of those transition plays he should be getting fantasy off of.
Sounds good to me. They're dropping plays for tomorrow already. And do you want to put KJ on the list? Fantasy.
I got to do it, man. I got to do it. That's just too low.
Do it. I'll do it while you do whatever. I'll put it on here real quick. And I was going to say they dropped some plays for tomorrow, and I noticed one of our faves, old Wagoo's on there against Northwestern, 19.5 PA. I mean, it is 2 up from last game, but pretty easy for him to get there, man. We think about old Wagoo. He's on
big Wagoo.
Yeah, the big Wagoo, man. He's on Underdog. I don't know if he's on Prizepicks yet, but Underdog's 19.5 PA. 14.5 points. It's on Outlier too. But
that's crazy. We're getting so many props already, man. That's actually kind of wild.
Is tomorrow bigger than today even? About the same? There's a lot of games. This is like a Saturday split into 2, feels like. Everyone's playing those next 2 days.
I think it was that much, but maybe it is. Let's see. I know it's a fair size slate because we don't really have a whole lot going on like Wednesday and Thursday and Friday.
You mean Thursday and Friday?
Yes. Sorry. Well, counting tomorrow. I don't know. I keep feeling like today's Monday, man. Not having anything going on.
I feel exactly the same. Was it 29.5 fantasy for KJ?
No, it was 27.25.
That's right. Even better. Wow. What's Underdog got it at?
That was Underdog. Sorry.
Oh, and that's what you're saying. Prizepicks is actually higher for once. Got it.
Yeah. They're at 28.5.
0.5 or 1 unit full? 'Tis the question.
Let's go with the 1, man. Bro's on a bounce back game here. Let's go for the 1.
Feeling the confidence in the air. Let's let it happen again. We've been on a nice streak here. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it going. Okay, so I'll put him 3rd. We got like your favorite players on this list today. We got Hauk, we got Huff, and we got KJ. 1, 2, 3.
I know. All I need is a Jai up there, and I think there's one other person, and that's like the trifecta.
I'm with
all of them.
Let's go. Trey White, I like him. Phylon, I like hhim. I like it. 5-0 today. I feel it.
Now, I did want to take a look at shout out to Coach. He had brought up Corey Mincy here as well, who honestly looked like a pretty interesting play. The matchup for these guys, I mean, it's going to be 2, kind of mid-level teams going at it, so take that for what you will. We got a 16-1 versus a 5-12 also. So anytime we branch out from any of these, honestly, top 50, I would say probably top 45 teams, like, we're kind of we're really throwing the old rod out there. But I thought this was a pretty solid look from Coach, honestly. Mincy plays really, really solid minutes. I mean, bro is locked in for 35 minutes a game, basically every game except for that blowout. The shot volume was pretty solid, honestly, as well. And something I want to take a look at. Oh, please don't be down, RotoWire. Am I tripping? Am I spelling this guy's name wrong? Am I NC? No, he didn't start already, did he?
No, it says 7 on your...
Okay, RotoWire's just being weird. But yeah, I mean, shot volume looks pretty solid for him overall. He's a mixed bag shooter. We get a couple threes, free throws, and from the field. The volume for the last couple games these 2 games here was a little concerning because he just shot extremely efficient in one of them. But the R rate looked pretty good for him, honestly. I mean, he's doing a fair amount of rebounding, but the assists have kind of spiked up enough. They did have his rebound line a little bit higher than I maybe want to stomach here. I would love to get a PA line for him, which I don't think they offered. Nah, still nothing for that. But, I mean, he's carrying a lot of weight, honestly, in just straight-up scoring. So, minutes, fairly, very easy matchup, as we can tell from a 5-12 team. They're also They're giving up more, it looks like 3 points and free throws. So a little extra sauce on top here on top for him here. Free throw upside looks good. Rebounds could be there, but honestly, I think the PA upside from him would be a little bit more. So either the 14.5 points or they did bump the PRA. Well, if you want to play the bumps, it was 21.5. But honestly, man, I still like the 14.5 points. I think if he's going to carry the weight here, it's going to come from that.
Yeah, that's pretty low, man.
It is.
Loyola.
And he is not bad. And no game that he cleared the PRA did he not get the points. So, yeah, I'll stick with the points.
Let's look. In every game that was half decent, now they're playing a shit team. Is there a blowout here? Is a blowout concern here? Or does he play regardless? It's only 10 and a half.
He plays pretty much most of every game, but they haven't played in too many blowouts. Not too terribly many. But honestly, as long as they can keep the game within like 25 points, this was the only exception where it was almost a 30-pointer.
Mm-hmm. They're 16-1 too. I didn't know that. Wow, getting it done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Silent teams.
Yeah, and they're playing a crap team, and they're at home. 14.5's not much for him. That's a nice look there. The only thing is, back to my favorite thing to say, the pace is a little down. That's probably why the line's a little down as well, but you might be able to deal with that.
Yeah, 137.5. That is going to be a snail.
Yeah. But 14.5 is a snail for a top player, so hopefully he can snail his way through it. Right?
Yeah, especially if he's still getting these minutes. I don't see any reason why he wouldn't be able to.
Well, there we go. Are we half unit it, full unit in it, or just leaving it, leaning it?
Let's lean it for now because we still got a little bit of time, and I know Coach was a bit busy earlier, but maybe we can get a little bit more.
Okay, we'll drop it
a little bit more clarity on that. Yeah.
Official in the Discord if we decide later. Then, cool. We got to keep our record right, man. We're up 12.29 units, and we got a lot of games for the next couple months, so we got to get this up. We're gonna get it up to what? 20. We're getting it up to 25 by the end of this month, right? Yes.
Oh yeah, easily. If not, maybe even like a good 30. 30 is a nice, well-rounded number.
Jeez, oh my gosh, this guy's crazy, folks.
A modest 30.
Nah, we're on a good one, man. It's been really good the last couple of days. This one here looks fun. This looks like a nice. The slate's not the best, but it does have your favorite players, so that should be fun. Q Donkey says, "Are you liking the hockey taco?" I don't know if you've looked at that. I don't know if you're into hockey, to be honest, but
I will. I'm done with Prizepicks and their bullshit, man. I'm so over the tacos. I'll tell you truthfully too, especially the fact that they went 2-6 in the last 2 weeks now of it. I'm so good, man. I wasted so much money. As it is, I'm already limited on there again, so I'm not wasting my $5 here and there.
You're back to 5 there? Weird. So they put you at 5, then you didn't play for a while, and then they let you play more. Is that what it was? And then now they limited you again. Is that what happened? That's weird.
They went from $5 limits to, I had a $30 limit on the tacos, and then a $35 limit on like any promos or something like that. And then so did all those, did them during the break, and then now they're immediately back to like, all right, you're $5 again. Like, bro, I've just donated money from the last tacos. Like, how are you gonna limit me afterwards?
That's weird, man. That is super weird. I've never been limited and then back okay again. I've never had that happen, but I don't know.
I'll take a look at old boys, see if it's any worth a damn. Nah, man, I'm so over just literally get my bankroll up and spend it on tacos, and tacos go 1 for $3. And you're like, well, I broke even. This is a fun day.
I know. I hate when that happens because you're playing stuff you wouldn't normally play, and then they give you that discount, and you're like, okay. And then there's nothing worse than that feeling. Like, I just gave you money for you telling me what to play. That's just, ugh. If it's something you like already and they're discounting it, cool. But if you're just playing something you don't really know, it's kind of... It really hasn't in the long run really made sense. It's kind of a waste, to be honest.
Yeah, it's quite annoying.
Donkey says a stupid Luka taco. Was there a stupid Luka taco this last week?
Yeah, he was one that busted. Very, very obnoxious. He had 42 of 44, and
hey.
I mean, this taco is all right. I mean, they are allowing a pretty high amount of saves. I don't like that he's having a kind of a down season. Dude was a beast last year, but a little bit different this year. That is definitely not a free play, but I mean, he has been getting it.
I don't even know about hockey. I just saves. Does that mean he was a beast because he had more saves, or does that mean his team just gave up more shots? I don't know. I have no clue. I have no idea.
One and the same.
All right. Well, Dustin Wolf, we're not playing you, so good luck.
It's all right, but like I said, I'm just so over their tacos and the BS. If it's not like a massive discount or free square, I'm just not even playing it.
I better not see you dropping that in the Discord then.
I told you, slap me if I do it. Slap me right in the face.
Nah, just kidding. Okay, cool. So we're good with that. We're good with the plays from today. And what about Wagyu though? And then I'll let you go. Can we look at Wagyu real quick? Can Wagyu get 19.5? Oh, he's not even on the ears yet. That sucks.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, there he is. Oh, you weren't on the basketball. Gotcha.
No, I was. I hadn't updated it because it just happened.
Oh, all right, cool. Well, good. There he is. Will he bump? He's playing Northwestern. I mean, I don't know 100%, but let me look at them. It seems like that's a decent matchup. I want to look here, but Northwestern, half slow, but not the best defense. Ooh, their three-pointers are scary.
Yeah, so I was gonna say they've been really good against arc shooters, which is kind of his thing. But they are giving up a fair amount of free throws, so there is a little bit of trade off there.
Not a smash though, like last game.
Yeah, it ain't no 17-5.
Well, who did he play against for the 17-5 now again? Do you remember?
Iowa. Iowa didn't care. We were gonna play it anyways.
See, he went right at Iowa and said, screw you, 17.5 is not enough. I mean...
Yeah, I think this one might have to do a little bit of deep diving on. I mean, the rebound upside for him, too, might be a little bit more than normal. Oh, hell no, I'm not playing 6.5. Never mind.
We can do... I remember Coach was telling us he's a good rebounder that day. We were on his PA. But we can do his alt, though, tomorrow. He looks like a good alt type of guy there. I mean, how many times has he not got 15 points? Is it 15 or is it they might actually let us go to 12. Actually, never mind. Probably 11.5 alt.
Yeah, but sadly that hasn't made any difference in this hit rating.
But he's different now. Look how he changed halfway through the season.
Bro, I mean, he's been honestly kind of a rock star for this team all season.
Yeah. What's that 11 right there? Can you show us what game was that? Oh, blowout. There you go.
Blowout.
He's hit 12 every single time, starting when he got that 16. I think
Bama was the only weird game this season for him. That's a game I still don't know what happened.
Well,
like Texas Tech, not surprised, but Bama.
I mean, but you also got to think when you're a freshman like this, the beginning of the year, you're kind of, figuring it out. The coach is figuring out how to use you, et cetera, et cetera. Like lately, he's been the guy. I go into it like not even looking at those first half of the season. I mean, at least that's the feeling I get.
No, I'm right there with you, and that was another reason why I liked him this last game, because his ability just to play in these high pressure games so far down the stretch.
Yeah, dude, they go to him. He's the man. He's the man.
I think honestly, man, I'm not even I don't know if I want to go back to the assists because the 3.5 felt really nice this last game, but they left his point. He was 14.5 last game, so I mean that didn't change at all. Dare I say I don't mind honestly maybe even going back to this.
No, I do like that better. I really like the alt if they're going to give us 12. But maybe straight points, straight up 12, 14.5. That'll probably bump. That will bump, actually. That's going to bump.
Yeah, the last 5 lookers are definitely going to see that.
Yes, that's going to bump. That's going to be 15.5 like tonight.
I do also, I think, am going to have some consideration for him and Stojakovic. Their fantasy lines.
Thought you didn't like Stoyo's shot volume.
Not his volume, but they are going to have some kind of help coverage on Martinelli. I don't think that they're just going to leave. I don't think they're going to leave either one of Stojakovic or David out there by himself. David, I think, probably will end up taking the power forward, but Stojakovic probably won't be able to guard Home Duke by himself. So I don't know exactly how coach is going to play this, but Tomislav still kind of, honestly a shell of himself from last year. But let's see the other two fellers real fast. David hasn't had a good foul trouble game in a while. Wouldn't be surprised to see that. But him and Peja, there might be some interesting rebound upside for one, and then also potential for blocks. So I think David's not the block guy. Peja's a little bit more so here. So I think if I had to pick between the two of them, maybe his, but we'll see what those lines are looking like. But I'm not that mad at that 14.5 points, man. That's a fair price. That's really fair.
I'm locking that in right now, and you can't stop me.
I wouldn't dare.
Oh boy. Yeah, man. I have to go to stupid Fliff. They got me in shackles, man. This
I hate it for you.
It's bad, bro, because I'm always the one with the extra sites, and I'm just getting the other feeling of, man, I need more stuff to be able to do here. Like, I gotta play a money line to play Wagoo's points right now. That's how bad it is. That's disgusting. It's so unfair. What did I do to deserve this?
Living in the wrong state.
Hey,
apparently.
George Mason money line. How are they going to lose?
I mean, they shouldn't. They really should. This be an embarrassing loss.
Oh, wow. Houston's even favored more to West Virginia. That one scares me more. Houston? You think Houston got it? But 1.05 is like just a free play here. It's so stupid. I'm going to just roll with...
I did like if you just at least to put on the radar plays. I did like Tennessee today. I think they're in a solid spot.
You know what? Now that we're looking at this, bro, I think we're at a point where we can start looking at money lines again. Do you think? I mean, I think we should try it again now that we have all these games in the books, and think we should try it out again.
I'm with it. There's a couple that I was looking at earlier. These ones right here. The UConn, USC, Tennessee, and Michigan State. Those are all at least like, not the St. John's or the Houstons of the world. Something that you can actually parlay in with stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Those looked pretty solid today. I want to take Bama, man, but this team just does not play any defense. So I don't know how I feel about them.
DeBonsta's already on the board.
Ooh, we're going deep into tomorrow. All right, well, that means we'll probably have to get out of here shortly so we can go ahead and just start, laying into these props for tomorrow. Don't want to miss out on any value.
A-Cuff's there. Christian Anderson, top in. All our guys. Ooh, Houck bumped to 18.5. What do you know?
Oh, did he really?
On Fliff, I'm seeing it. I don't know if it's everywhere. Oway's on the board. Your guy now. Oway, your homie.
Yeah, he did bump on Prizepicks too.
And Oway's up to 17.5 now with the low news, I guess. Low news.
Season-ending shoulder surgery. God, that sucks, man.
Yeah, you finally started getting back a little bit of consistency, and then bye. Oh, Ezra Azor on USC 15.5 with what's his name playing? Can we go
Chad.
under him? Yeah, Big Chad's back.
Chad.
So did Chad start and play
that?
normal? What's that? I don't know. 14.
Oh, he did stay under last time. Dang it, man. We were talking about that before.
Is he playing today or tomorrow? He's tomorrow, I think. Or is it?
No, they're today.
They're today.
Yeah, they're late night game.
Can we go under him? Or is Maryland too scary?
Him and Chad played the entire last game. Damn near.
Oh, no. I'm good. Oh, Ajay's on the board. Your homie. Your other homie. There he is, Wagyu. Oh, wow. He's at 1.65 already on Fliff. He's about to move to 15 already.
That sounds like we might have to go official.
Put it on there. Yeah, 1.65. Damn. But with George Mason money line, I get minus 125. Yay. I'm in. Skip it. I don't care. George Mason, if you lose, I'm coming for you, coach. Ooh, he went full unit on Wagyu. Okay, I'm with it. Good job. We're ready. Stack it.
Yeah. We ain't messing around no more.
All right.
Getting this early looks in.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 0 coming up. All right, let you go.
Yes, sir. Well, this one is for tomorrow, so I'm going to scooch that down here. But, all right, y'all. It is a little bit past the hour. I know the St. John's game starts at the bottom of the hour here, so we're going to skedaddle. We appreciate every single one of y'all hanging out with us as always, chopping it up with some college basketball. Tomorrow, pretty solid slate. Thursday and I think even Friday, we might be just kind of chilling. Let me double check. I know
thought Thursday was not much on Thursday, right?
Yeah. Not much on Thursday. They're moving more towards women's basketball. It's going to be Thursday, Friday, and then men's on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So, yeah, Thursday, I think Gonzaga was like the only team that played, if I'm not mistaken.
Your homies, Gonzaga, your favorite team, Seattle. My favorite team, Seattle. Trash.
Yeah. Good old Seattle.
We'll have their props again, of course. Like, we're all Seattle fans. And then Unrivaled is Friday, right? So they'll have some props tomorrow or no? Or not tomorrow, Thursday?
Yes. Thursday, we should at least have props for that. And then Friday, there's a sprinkle of basketball. I mean, we do get Baylor, Kansas, Creighton, Providence, and then Colorado State with Boise State.
Marquette DePaul, too. Not too bad. Something.
Yeah. There'd be something to throw in the mix. And then, obviously, football on Saturday and Sunday, or just Sunday?
I think Saturday and Sunday, yeah, for one more week.
Okay, cool. So we'll have a jam-packed week again. Enjoy the time, obviously, on Thursday, but we'll be back tomorrow for streaming as usual, and we'll catch you guys in the Discord. So good luck tonight. Good luck on your plays, parlays. We'll catch y'all back tomorrow. Peace.